Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Julius Randle is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Harkless in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green. And it's McGee in at the center. Passes it to Bradley. And here's LeBron outside. And the Lakers get it back. Over Harkless. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot. Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Randle no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Davis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
James finds Bradley. Back to LeBron. On the wing, Green. Buries the long-range jumper.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Here's Gibson. Pass to Randle. Can they get it? And Davis sends it back. And they're able to recover. That's good from Randle on the assist by Gibson.
That's the right play call. Randle's a tough matchup inside. Strong, crafty, nasty.
Down low, McGee, the pass to Green. Trying to get open is Davis. And another 3 for the Lakers.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Here's Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
What power from Taj Gibson. He really likes sending a message to the defense with his dunks.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night. The first free throw is good. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Ntilikina following the basket by LeBron James to the right side. For 3, Bullock, and he's good on the 3 ball.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
Now here's Rondo for 3, Caldwell Pope, and another 3 for the Lakers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ntilikina passes to Barrett. A fadeaway, and James pulls it down. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Rondo finds James. Davis, that's for 2. The Knicks pull it in. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Barrett, wide open, he fires. That one rolling around and rims out. Lakers leading by 10. The drive by James, and the dunk by James.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Ntilikina kicks to Bullock. Here's the 3. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
An average threat from beyond the arc. Ntilikina needs to keep working on that part of his game.
And here's Davis for three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We come back right after this. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of the underdog label.
I think the underdog story, started with...
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Howard. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Caruso in at the one. A three from Morris connects from three-point range. Morris has got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that he knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Knicks trail by 17. Pass to Randall. Will it go? And the layup is good. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Green finds Morris. That one, no good. And New York the other way now. Payton outside. Rebounded by McGee.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Kuzma outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Los Angeles with some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for Morris. And it's Avery Bradley in for Alex Caruso. And then for New York, Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Wayne Ellington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. LeBron, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. 1:41 left in the first half. It's Barrett on the wing. Floats it up for Randall. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. James, the bounce pass. A three from Bradley. Sinks the three-pointer. Bradley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The pass to Harkless. 1:12 left in the first half of basketball. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Bobby Portis is checked in for New York. Harkless with the steal. Payton with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Payton kicks to Barrett. Pass to Harkless. And the foul on Avery Bradley. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. 51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Rondo. Now Howard. Defended by Gibson. Howard kicks to Bradley. Here's Rondo. Howard trying to free himself up. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Payton. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. Rondo passes to Howard. And here's Bradley from 3. Knicks with the rebound. And a fast break now for New York. Barrett is running. And again, it's New York.
Yeah, you close off the lane. Barrett can pull up on a dime and knock down that jumper.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And that does it for the first half of play. Lakers.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The Lakers came ready to play. They had intensity in their eyes and fire in their bellies as they started things out on a 7-0 run. And, of course, the duo of Anthony Davis. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. R.J. Barrett is out there with Payton. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Harkless in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Barrett. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And a deep three from James. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. James has got 11. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And here's Randle after LeBron James hitting the 3. Just 5 to shoot, and the foul on Avery Bradley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Los Angeles with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Bradley. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Kevin Knox comes in for Harkless. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Ntilikina in for Elfrid Payton. Caruso, the pass to Green. Davis kicks to Caruso. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Bullock, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Pass to Caruso. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Top of the key. Here's Kuzma. Oh, good with the triple. Knicks trail by 14. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
Morris kicks to Kuzma. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Kuzma's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's nice to have the offensive firepower to clap back Kuzma with the answer three.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Howard's checked in for Morris. Caldwell Pope comes in for Anthony Davis. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Danny Green. So it's the Lakers now. The Knicks making the shot, and that one's good. Caruso.
One of the more instinctive passes over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
And there's the pass to Randall. Passes it to Knox. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Howard. Here's Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Knox. No good that time. Good D by Howard. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Kuzma slams it in.
I'm not surprised to see Kuzma throw it down. He's got the length and leaping ability to do so.
Knicks trail by 17. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. They're checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Peyton in for Wayne Ellington. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And the 6'4", 185-pound Peyton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
Peyton left side. Shot to stop the run. The shot, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. JaVale McGee is out there with Howard, and it's Bradley in at point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Peyton passes to Harkless. And stolen by LeBron. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. Caldwell Pope trying to break free. James with the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Peyton passes to Barrett. The feed now to Harkless. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
Bradley with the bounce pass. Caldwell Pope finds Bradley. From deep, James. Come on. That one, no good. And New York the other way now. Here's Barrett. LeBron grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 21. Pass to McGee. Now Bradley launches a 3. Howard dishes to McGee. Over Gibson. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his first bucket of the night.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Bradley kicks to Howard, moving it up. Count that bucket.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Anthony Davis comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Green in for Caldwell Pope. Randall's checked in for the Knicks. Count that one.
That's where you want your big man doing damage. Gibson showing his skill in the paint.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Knox misses.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Smith for three. They grabbed their own miss. Over Robinson. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Morris.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Robinson and the dunk by Robinson.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Cook the pass to Smith. Back to Cook. Lets the three fly. Bangs home the trifecta.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
No good on the free throw.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability. Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
Good on the second free throw. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. And the pass to Caruso. Here is Cook. Smith outside, takes the three, on the money.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.